Hey, what's going on, guys? HotSauceZee here for another video. Today, I just wanted to make a quick run through of the breakthrough mode for folks that may not understand how to play breakthrough. Let's get back to basics and let's do a tutorial pretty much on what breakthrough is. So I've just loaded up into the US side of breakthrough here on renewal, and we're looking at the deploy screen, right? And so you can see here are different sectors that we're going to be moving through. Obviously, this is where we start the game back here, where it says US, and then we would move in and capture this first sector, which consists of 2 points, A1 and A2. My team currently possesses A1, which in order to possess a point, a lot of people that play Battlefield know this, but for people that don't, this is directed towards newcomers to the series. Since we do want some new people to come in and play the game, hopefully they fix it and make that a possibility. But in the future, if DICE fixes this game and we have a game that's playable, then this will be good information to know. Anyways, let's get back into it. My team was able to outnumber the enemies and take control of the A1 area here, the A1 flag, the A1 capture point. And as you can see here, they are currently working on A2, which will be the second capture point in this sector. And the way breakthrough works, once we capture and outnumber the enemies on both A1 and A2, and both of these objectives become blue, that will then push the enemies back into the entry checkpoint here, and we'll get 300 more reinforcements towards our ticket count up top up here. And the fight will progress through the different areas that way. There's one sector here in Sector 2. There's 2 capture points in Sector 3, here and here. And then there is 2 in the final sector back here at the research facility inside this building and then inside this building underneath these 2 skylights. So that's kind of the layout of renewal in particular here. But I did want to go over the ticket count since I mentioned that a second ago. You can see up here that the US side has 437 tickets, and it is draining as we try to take A2 right now. We've already lost this much of our reinforcements, and then once this bar hits the bottom, or this left side, then that means the game is over. We'll have run out of reinforcements. Now, breakthrough can result in an overtime if, say, for example, see how this flag right here is contested? It's actually draining right now. Now, imagine that we were on the final sector and we were possessing both objectives, but the enemy was also like one flag was like this essentially on the final sector. Imagine this was the final sector. Imagine this was blue, and then this one was also in the process of being fully captured by my team. That would result in an overtime. It gives the attacking team or the defending team a chance to win the game. There are some things to note for Battlefield 2042 specifically that are some things that I think were just overlooked when they were developing this game, much like many aspects of this game. In past Battlefields, for example, in Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, I know for sure, whenever you capped a sector, the enemies, they had a certain time period with which they needed to retreat to their next sector, or fall back, essentially. And that seems to be missing from this game. You'll probably see it here as my team captures A2. While we're looking at it, you can see we have quite a few people. It is filling up right now. Hopefully y'all can see that. It's very small, and you can't zoom on this map, but it looks like they're about to cap it. All right, so now this sector is turned. This is actually really good timing for this as I'm talking about this point. But in past Battlefields, the enemy team would be given like a timer, and they needed to get back into entry checkpoint here. They would have to fall into this yellow area before that timer expired, or they would be out of bounds, and they would essentially be out of combat and killed for that, basically returned back to the spawn screen. That seems to be missing from this game. Somebody could be over here right now, and once this timer right here on this flag is done, they can continue to be back here in this sector for some reason. And I don't think that was intentional. If it was, it's a very weird decision, but I think it was just overlooked. So something to keep an eye out for when you're playing Breakthrough in 2042. You want to be looking for, in my case, since I have my colors set to this, I want to be looking, look right there. That's actually, there it is. There's one right here. This timer is done. This guy should not be allowed to be right here. That's what I'm talking about. And it looks like I got kicked for being AFK. So we'll have to load into another one so I can continue the video. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. We've loaded into another one now. We are now on Kaleidoscope on the attacking side, which happens to be Russia. But as I was talking about, we're not going to have an example of it here because my team is still working on capturing the first sector, but you could see that enemy dot showing up in that previous sector, and I can re-roll the footage while I'm talking about this. But yeah, I guess that was overlooked, kind of a weird decision. Hopefully that's patched out later, that the enemies do have to move with that timer, just like the attacking team does. I think it was just an oversight. But yeah, that's pretty much Breakthrough in a nutshell for players that are looking to understand further how Breakthrough works. It's simply just moving through. It's like, think of it like Conquest, and I may do a video like this for Conquest as well. But think of it like Conquest, but instead of having the entire map, you just have 2 points, and you're working on controlling both of those points at the same time to then progress to the next sector, which then makes that last sector your spawn point, and then you're fighting over the next one, and it's linear like that. It's a fun game mode for keeping the action pretty constant. You get a lot more clustering of enemies. You get a lot more consistent front lines, a lot more steady front lines, and it's a good way to stay in the action if you're a new player and you find Conquest to be a little bit slow. This keeps everything really focused and keeps the action right in front of you. That's why I prefer to play Breakthrough, but some people do prefer Conquest, and that's totally fine. That's part of the great thing about why we love Battlefield games, right, is because we do have these 2 great modes that allow us to kind of choose the pacing that we desire while still maintaining the player counts. But anyways, hope you guys found this quick refresher course or new beginner crash course on Breakthrough. Hope y'all found this video helpful. I know this is really a simple concept, but I wanted to go ahead and put a video up just as a way to get some basics up, because I know, we have players that come into the Battlefield franchise that have no clue what's going on. And I know a lot of times people in the Battlefield community, and myself, I'm to blame for this. I do this sometimes too, but we just kind of expect players to know what's going on, and people that are coming from other games may not necessarily know this information. So if you do know this information, cool. This video wasn't really meant for you, but I appreciate you watching anyway. But anyways, yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please be sure to drop a like, and to see more Battlefield stuff, more streamer tutorials, stuff like that, then be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with more videos that I might post. So I will see you guys next time. Good luck out there on the battlefield. Have fun playing Breakthrough, and I will see you next time.